The lunar eclipse on September 17th brings an overwhelming force that profoundly influences all aspects of life, especially for those who are on a spiritual journey like you, who are a chosen one. This cosmic moment, where the Earth aligns between the Sun and the Moon, is not just a physical phenomenon. It is a call from the universe, a rare opportunity for deep introspection and connection with one's true divine purpose. The influence of this eclipse resonates in the depths of your being, bringing clarity, revelations, and the chance to start a new phase in your journey. During the eclipse, when the moon enters the Earth's shadow, it goes through a process of temporary death, where the light is blocked, only to be reborn again, bringing with it renewed energy. In the same way, you may also feel as if you are going through an intense transformation, where old patterns of thought and behavior need to be released so that you can be reborn into a more authentic and powerful version of yourself. This process may seem challenging, but it is through it that you will find a new light within yourself. If you look back at your life so far, you may notice moments when everything seemed dark, uncertain, and even out of control. These moments, like the eclipse, were invitations to dive deeper into your soul and emerge with a higher understanding of yourself and your purpose. The lunar eclipse acts as a portal for this transformation. It offers you the chance to review old traumas, emotional wounds, and blockages that have been hindering your growth, bringing to the surface all that needs to be healed and transmuted. Many may feel fear or discomfort during this process, as the shadows that emerge during the eclipse are not always easy to face. But remember, the shadows are not enemies. They are parts of you that until now have not had the opportunity to be integrated into your consciousness. This eclipse gives you the chance to look at these parts of you with compassion, understanding that they are part of your journey, but that now the time has come to release them, allowing new energies to enter. Think about past events in your life where you have faced seemingly insurmountable difficulties. Perhaps you experienced a significant loss, faced financial challenges, or dealt with problematic relationships. During the eclipse, these memories may resurface strongly, and the reason for this is that they still carry an unresolved energy that needs to be worked through. This is the time for you to revisit these experiences and ask yourself, what do I still need to learn from this? What can I release so that peace can take the place of these painful memories? The energy of the eclipse acts in a similar way to a great spiritual cleansing. Imagine that you are sweeping out all the hidden corners of your mind and soul, bringing light where there was once darkness. Just as you might clean your physical house, this is the time to clean your inner house. What are you still holding on to that no longer serves you? What limiting beliefs, fears, or resentments are you ready to leave behind? This eclipse is not just a time for passive observation. It calls for action, for you to take the reins of your own healing and transformation process. And it's not just on a personal level that the eclipse will have an impact. As a chosen one, you are directly connected to the collective energies. This means that by undergoing your own transformation, you are also contributing to the healing and awakening of humanity as a whole. During this eclipse, you may find yourself more sensitive to the energies around you. You may pick up intense emotions from other people, or even feel a collective weight that is not yours, but is circulating in the global energy field. This is the effect of the eclipse on planetary vibrations, and you, as a spiritually attuned person, absorb these energies much more deeply. You may experience moments of confusion or even disorientation. This is because the amount of energy circulating during the eclipse is massive. The best thing to do in these situations is to ground yourself. Simple practices, such as walking barefoot on the earth, spending time in nature, or even meditating with the intention of balancing your energies can be extremely effective. Remember that your sensitivity is a blessing, but you need to know how to balance it so that you don't overload yourself. In terms of relationships, the eclipse also acts as a catalyst for major changes. You may begin to see more clearly the dynamics in your relationships, especially those that are out of balance or no longer aligned with your spiritual journey. This is the time to take stock. Which relationships are nurturing and supporting you in your mission as a chosen one? Which ones are draining your energy or keeping you stuck in past patterns? The eclipse gives you the clarity you need to make conscious decisions about who and what you want to keep in your life going forward. If you feel called to reevaluate friendships, partnerships, or even family relationships, this is the perfect time to do so. It's not about cutting ties abruptly, but about adjusting boundaries and expectations based on who you are now and where you want to go. Sometimes it's necessary to release certain bonds so that you can grow. The eclipse offers this opportunity in a compassionate way so that you can move forward lightly. Another powerful aspect of the eclipse is its ability to bring out the truth. As the moon enters the Earth's shadow, what was hidden comes to light. You may find that certain truths about yourself, others, or your life situation begin to reveal themselves more clearly. This is a time of great honesty, where illusions are dispelled and reality is presented in a stark way. It may be uncomfortable at first, but this revelation is absolutely necessary so that you can live in alignment with your mission and divine truth. If, for example, you've been feeling dissatisfied with some area of your life but couldn't pinpoint exactly why, the eclipse could be the turning point that allows you to see clearly what needs to change. Perhaps it's your work environment that no longer resonates with your values, or maybe it's a project you've been putting off for fear of failure. The eclipse gives you the courage to face these truths and take concrete action. And as well as revealing what needs to be transformed, the eclipse is also a time for planting new seeds. It's an ideal time to set powerful intentions for the future. What do you want to create in the coming months? What dreams do you have that have yet to be realized? This is the time to plant these seeds in the fertile soil of your heart, knowing that the eclipse energies are supporting their growth. Visualize what you want to manifest and trust that the universe is listening to you. Most importantly, be prepared to act when opportunities arise. As the lunar eclipse of September 17th approaches, your journey as a chosen one takes on an unprecedented intensity. The cosmic energies aligning at this time are an invitation for you to let go of what no longer serves you and fully embrace the transformative power of what lies ahead. This eclipse acts as a bridge between what you have been until now and what you are destined to become. It's a milestone, a redefinition of your divine mission and the way you interact with the world. Imagine this eclipse as a great metaphor for your own transformation. Just as the moon is temporarily erased by the Earth's shadow, you too may feel as if you are in a moment of darkness, where answers seem elusive or the circumstances around you are unclear. But this darkness is not permanent. Just as the moon's light returns, illuminating the sky, you too will be renewed and illuminated from within. This is a period of great introspection, where the darkness only serves to highlight the light that is about to emerge. During the eclipse, it is common for people to feel a change in perception. What previously seemed distant or confusing begins to make sense. Issues that were in the background come to the fore, and you may be faced with important decisions. Perhaps there has been a part of your life that you have been ignoring or putting off, and now, under the influence of the eclipse, these issues become urgent. Now is the time to take clear and decisive action. It could be the start of a new project, the end of a relationship that no longer makes sense, or even a significant change in the way you see the world. The energy of the eclipse also amplifies your connection with the universe. You may notice that your intuition is sharper, that signs from the universe are more evident, and that your prayers are answered more quickly. This is the power of a lunar eclipse. It breaks the veil between the physical and spiritual worlds, allowing you to get a glimpse of what's to come and what needs to be done. Don't ignore these signs. They are guiding you to the next step in your journey. As the shadows fade and the light returns, you may feel as if you are being reborn with renewed clarity about your path. This spiritual rebirth is the core of the transformation that the eclipse brings. It's not just a change in behavior or thinking, but a profound change in your being. You are aligning yourself with a higher frequency, a vibration that is in tune with the divine purpose you carry. This eclipse also offers the opportunity for healing on a very deep level. If you have been carrying emotional wounds, this is the time to confront them and finally release them. You may have painful memories from the distant past, unresolved traumas or relationships that have left deep scars. The eclipse brings these pains to the surface not to hurt you again, but to offer you the chance for healing and redemption. This is the time to release those old energies and make room for a new life, full of purpose and fulfillment. Remember that healing is not only emotional, but also physical and spiritual. Often, the traumas we carry on an emotional level manifest as physical discomforts. Perhaps you've felt tension in specific areas of your body, persistent headaches, or a feeling of heaviness in your shoulders and chest. These symptoms are reflections of repressed energy that needs to be released. The eclipse offers a unique opportunity for this release, allowing you to feel lighter and freer to move forward. A common example of how this healing takes place can be seen in our relationships with the people around us. Perhaps you have a relationship that has been causing you pain or discomfort for a long time, but which for some reason you have never had the courage to end or transform. During the eclipse, these dynamics become untenable. The truth comes out, and you are confronted with the need to make a decision. This is not an easy process, but it is necessary for your growth. You may need to finally set clear boundaries, or even end the relationship completely, knowing that this is best for both you and the other person. In addition, the lunar eclipse also calls us to review our relationships with ourselves. We are often our own worst critics, maintaining patterns of self-sabotage that prevent us from reaching our true potential. The eclipse invites you to look at yourself with more kindness and compassion, recognizing that you too are worthy of forgiveness and a fresh start. If there are parts of you that you have been avoiding, perhaps out of shame or guilt, this is the time to accept them and integrate them with love. Spirituality is a crucial aspect of your journey as a chosen one, and during this eclipse, you will be challenged to strengthen this connection. Meditating, praying, or simply spending time in silent reflection will be extremely powerful practices at this time. The eclipse is a moment of cosmic silence, where the voices of the outside world are drowned out, so that you can hear the voice of your spirit more clearly. Take advantage of this stillness to listen to the messages coming from within. However, inner silence does not mean inactivity. Quite the opposite. This is the time to plant the seeds for the future you want to create. If you have a dream that has yet to be realized, use the power of the eclipse to manifest your intentions. Visualize what you want to achieve and align your actions with that desire. Know that the universe is conspiring in your favor, and the energies of this eclipse are ready to help you turn those dreams into reality. The lunar eclipse on September 17th is, above all, a reminder that life is made up of cycles, of light and shadow, of beginning and end, of birth and death. Just as the moon hides and then returns to its splendor, you too will go through periods of darkness followed by moments of clarity and illumination. This cycle is part of the process of growth and evolution, and you are being called to trust this natural flow of life. At the end of this eclipse, you may notice that something deep inside you has changed. It could be a feeling of peace, a clearer understanding of your purpose, or a sense of lightness that you haven't felt for a long time. Whatever it is, know that it is the direct result of the spiritual work you have done during this period of great transformation. The eclipse isn't just a cosmic phenomenon. It's a gift, an opportunity for you to align yourself even more deeply with your chosen mission and move forward with confidence and clarity. As the eclipse cycle comes to an end and the light returns, you will find yourself standing stronger and more determined than ever. This is your moment to shine, to rise as the divine light you were always meant to be. Don't be afraid to embrace the power you carry within you. The universe is on your side, and this eclipse is just the beginning of a new phase of growth, abundance, and fulfillment in your life. As you go through the period of the lunar eclipse on September 17th, you will realize that every detail of this cosmic phenomenon is closely linked to the transformations taking place in your life. This powerful moment of celestial alignment opens doors to profound truths and opportunities for change that previously seemed unattainable. For you, who are a chosen one, the eclipse acts as a beacon, guiding you along the path of spiritual evolution and showing you the areas of your life that most need attention and healing. This eclipse brings with it a clear message. It's time to release everything that is weighing you down. During the moon's temporary darkness, there is a kind of cosmic pause, a moment when time seems to slow down and the subtle energies intensify. It is at this time that you should dive deep into your soul and take an honest stock of your journey so far. What habits, beliefs, or relationships are you still carrying that no longer serve your growth? This is the ideal time to leave behind everything that is no longer aligned with your purpose. Imagine that the eclipse is like a breath of fresh air entering a stuffy room. It brings renewal, clarity, and a new beginning. However, for this renewal to take place, you need to be willing to make the necessary internal changes. You may have resisted these changes out of fear of the unknown, insecurity, or simply attachment to what is familiar. But the eclipse reminds you that transformation is an essential part of your evolutionary process. The light can only shine fully once the shadows have been faced and integrated. Have you ever stopped to think about the small ways in which darkness manifests in your life? Perhaps it's subtle fears, constant self-criticism, or a pattern of procrastination that prevents you from realizing your full potential. These shadows may not be visible to the naked eye, but during the eclipse, they are exposed. And this exposure is not to overwhelm you, but to empower you. It's an opportunity to see clearly what needs to be transformed, and finally, to take steps to make those changes. During a lunar eclipse, you may feel more emotionally sensitive than usual. This is because the eclipse stirs the inner waters of our psyche, bringing up feelings and memories that have been lying dormant. For many, this can manifest as a feeling of nostalgia, as if old chapters of their life were being revisited. These moments of reflection are important because they help you understand how much you have grown and what still needs to be healed. Instead of resisting these emotions, allow yourself to feel each one of them fully. This is the healing process in action. Think of how the moon, in its normal state, illuminates the night sky, guiding us even in darkness. During the eclipse, this light is temporarily extinguished, forcing us to find a new source of guidance. Similarly, this is a period when you will be called upon to trust your intuition more deeply. When the external lights go out, your inner light becomes your compass. This is the time to listen to the wisdom of your heart, to reconnect with your intuition and allow it to guide your decisions. For many chosen ones, this eclipse will be a turning point. If you've been feeling stagnant, or like you're stuck in a repetitive cycle, this is the moment when things will start to change. The eclipse opens up a new timeline, an alternative path that is more in line with your true self. But to walk this path, you need to be willing to leave behind old ways of being. This may mean letting go of relationships that no longer nourish you, abandoning limiting beliefs that keep you small, or even making bold decisions that bring you closer to your life mission. And speaking of mission, the lunar eclipse also serves as a powerful reminder of why you are here. As a chosen one, your mission is greater than simply living your life in the ordinary way. You are here to be a beacon of light, to guide others and help raise the vibration of the planet. During this eclipse, you may realize that your role in the great cosmic plan becomes clearer. Perhaps you will receive insights into how you can contribute in a more meaningful way. Or perhaps you will feel a strong need to make changes in your life, to align yourself even more with your divine mission. If you're wondering how you can best prepare for the energies of this eclipse, there are a few practices that can be extremely helpful. Firstly, consider creating a sacred space in your home or in an outdoor environment where you can connect with the energies of the eclipse in an intentional way. This can be as simple as lighting a candle, meditating in silence, or writing down your intentions on a piece of paper. The important thing is that you give yourself time and space to reflect on what you want to release and what you want to attract into your life. A powerful practice during the eclipse is meditation with the moon. Even though the moon is in eclipse, its energy is still profoundly transformative. Sit in a quiet place, close your eyes and visualize the moon's light enveloping your entire body. Feel this light penetrating every cell, cleansing any negativity or blockages you may be carrying. As you exhale, imagine these negative energies being released, and as you inhale, allow the moonlight to fill your body with healing, clarity, and purpose. This simple meditation can be incredibly effective in helping you process the intense energies of the eclipse. Another important practice is grounding. As already mentioned, the energies of the eclipse can be quite intense, and it's easy to feel overwhelmed or out of balance. Spending time in nature, walking barefoot on the earth, or simply sitting in a quiet place outdoors can help you connect with the earth's energies and maintain your center during this time of great transformation. Remember that, as a chosen one, you are a bridge between heaven and earth. Your mission is to integrate these cosmic energies with your physical reality. The lunar eclipse on September 17th also brings with it the promise of new opportunities. Soon after the eclipse, doors that were previously closed may begin to open. Projects that seemed stagnant may gain a new impetus, and you may come across synchronicities that show you that you're on the right track. These opportunities don't arise by chance. They are the direct result of the inner work you are doing during the eclipse. By releasing what no longer serves you, you create space for the new to enter your life. In addition, this eclipse also has a profound impact on the connections you make with others. As lunar energy is directly linked to emotions and relationships, you may notice that the dynamics between you and the people around you begin to change. This is an excellent time to strengthen ties with those who support you on your spiritual journey and to move away from situations that drain your energy. The clarity that the eclipse brings will allow you to see more clearly who is truly aligned with your mission and who is not. At the end of this process, when the moon shines fully in the sky again, you will feel renewed. The eclipse not only marks the end of one cycle, but also the beginning of another, full of possibilities and promise. This is the time to trust in the flow of life, to believe that everything is happening for your greater good, and to move forward with confidence and courage. You, as the chosen one, are being prepared for great things, and this eclipse is just one part of the divine plan that is unfolding before you. Keep your heart and mind open to the changes, and know that whatever happens, you are being guided by greater forces that love and support you unconditionally.